Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode
9.
episode 9 of Money Body Goals.
It's been a little while. We had a little hiatus.
Yeah, we were taking a little bit of a break, but we're back on track and gonna be coming back with a vengeance.
We're back and we're better.
We're back and we're better.
My goal this year is to do 25 episodes.
5 episodes.
So I'm putting that out into the universe.
Nice. We're manifesting it.
We'll see if we can stay accountable to that.
Perfect. If you guys have not watched an episode yet and you don't know who we are, my name is Dalton DeCastro.
And I'm Ryan DeCastro.
And I am a personal trainer and coach.
And I am a certified financial planner / wealth coach.
Nice. So it's on the agenda.
So I wanted to get everyone caught up on kind of what we've been up to in the past few weeks. For myself personally, I feel like I've been in a little bit of a rut, which probably affects why we haven't been filming. Just wanted to be real with everyone. Like, we're not perfect.
Yeah, it just shows we're human.
Yeah, so I just feel like my weight has been fluctuating a lot. And now that I'm trying to cut a little bit for our trip, which is coming up in June, it can be really discouraging because I am hypocritical when it comes to, we like to share our tips with you guys, but I'm also the type of person who will expect to see results right away, which is not the right thing to do or the right mindset to have.
Yeah.
So
don't follow our footsteps.
Unfortunately, that's just how I operate because that is what I've been used to in the past. Like going through my whole bodybuilding journey up until until I turned 30 is when I noticed that the little bit of weight that I want to lose just isn't coming off as fast as it has in the past. So just something I've been struggling with. And today we're going to talk a lot about what to do when you are losing motivation, because I do have some things that I like to incorporate that I find helps me.
Yeah, she's been in a little bit of a rut. I've also been in a little bit of a rut. So we kind of like bounced off each other with that one. I was getting sick back and forth, left and right. And I was losing some weight and just training was put on a hold. Like I would train once and then it would be really great. And then I'd get sick and then I might off for another 3-4 days because it was like so bad. And then it was just like literally that back and forth for like 2-3 weeks, even around when we went to Tremblant. So that was really annoying. But everything's in the clear now. I'm all healthier. My weight's coming back up. We're in that bulk phase with my coach.
We're kind of in the exact opposite routes of where we want our fitness to go right now. You're trying to gain a lot of weight. I'm trying to lose some weight.
Yeah, but it's okay. We're in the right headspace. We're in the right path. Everything's good. And
we went to Costco this morning and Dalton's looking at croissants, cinnamon buns. I'm like, really?
all the bad bulking foods.
Yeah, I feel like my discipline is definitely not where it used to be. Like if you bring home pizza or something, I'm like, okay, well, diet's out the window. Like yeah. I'm obviously joining you.
If I have a cheat meal, yeah, it becomes her cheat meal too. She's definitely had a craving for ice cream lately.
It's always Lone Star fajitas or something sweet.
But the funny thing is there's always ways to combat these things. We just haven't done a good job of combating them. So for example, like the ice cream craving, if we really wanted to, we could have gotten that Ninja Creamy and we could be having protein ice creams all the time.
Yeah, and that's definitely on my radar. So
like I have a client who I think eats ice cream every single day and she's in her late 40s and she's freaking jacked.
Yeah.
She's super on point, but she literally eats ice cream every day. But that's because she makes protein ice cream.
Yeah, so you can make it work.
You can make it work, exactly.
Like we found protein pancakes at Costco, Premier Protein, right?
So good.
They're delicious. And it's 10 grams of protein per pancake.
2 per 2.
No.
Yep.
10 per one. 20 grams per 2 pancakes.
No, 20 grams for 4. Trust me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why I eat.
Oh. I was like, okay, so not as good as I thought, but still.
No, still really good.
Still decent.
Yeah. For 2 pancakes, it was 140 calories.
Yeah.
10 grams of protein.
Okay.
Could be better, but still. For pancakes, it's...
Well, I thought I had double the amount of protein, so I guess I need...
to readjust your macros.
Yeah.
I would compare them to the way that the McDonald's ones taste. If you were ever a kid that grew up with the... What was it called? It wasn't a Happy Meal, but it was the big breakfast that you get. and it came with the pancakes. Oh my God, those are the best pancakes.
I never,
That's exactly how they taste.
I
So,
never got into that.
yeah.
But the texture is really good. It's not like your typical protein pancake mix.
Yeah, they're nice and fluffy, and
they come pre-made, so you just heat them up.
they're so tiny.
Yeah.
So like, well, that's actually a bad thing.
It's a bad thing for
I honestly could have eaten so many more than I did today, but
Mhm.
restriction.
But yeah, in the past few weeks, I've kind of just been trying to switch up my routine because, like I said, I did get into kind of like a negative headspace. One thing I noticed is I have totally eliminated scrolling on social media because I find that it takes one video for me to see where I'm like comparing myself to someone who has a six-pack and a giant butt. And I'm like, that's obviously the look that I want, but that's just so not realistic because I'd have to go through, well, it's like two things that just contradict themselves,
Mm-hmm.
right? Being lean, but also building muscle, which just takes a really long time to do.
It's not in your goal. Like the journey that you're on right now is not to try to actually look like that. Obviously, everyone wants to look a certain way, but like you have to be realistic with yourself. It's like that's gonna take time. That's not oh, that's next year look. That's like you need to work hard for 5 years again.
Yeah.
Which is not in your best interest.
And I'm at the point now where I, don't want to spend 2-3 hours in the gym every day.
Yeah.
Like that's just not happening for
And that's the thing, right? Like that's how she feels, and then for me, I'm the opposite. We're very much in opposite ends of things.
two different places.
Yeah, two different places. Because for me, I have to, like, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Is like, I'm trying to look like the people I idolize, and I have to work hard for it, and I understand that, and it takes time, and I'm like fully accepting of that process where it's like in the next 5 years from now, my goal is to look unreal, right? I want to be 35 and look just insane. So that's part of the bodybuilding journey. For you, it's like
For me,
realistic
I
and happy.
I just want something like I feel like anyone would look at me and be like, yeah, you look great. But you're kind of just comparing me to like how the average person look. I don't want to look average. I want to look better than average. Like I work out 5 to 6 times a week. I want to have something to show for that.
Yeah, but I think you do look above average because let's be honest, if we actually look at what the average is terrible. The average is really bad.
Yeah.
If we're looking at it in a North American perspective, in the US, I'm pretty sure average is obese. And I'm not joking. That's a statistic. Like it's pretty close to obese. So
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Above average.
Depends on your perspective.
We also surround ourselves with people who go to the gym and we see a bunch of fit people all the time because we're at the gym so often. But like, that's not the real world. The gym is not the real world.
Right.
Those are the few select people who go there and bust their ass every single day, end up looking good.
Yeah.
You want to see the real world? You go to your regular social events outside of the gym that are not fitness related. That's what the real world looks like. And it's not great.
Yeah.
So that's just truth and honesty, right? So whenever you compare yourself to the people in the gym.
Truth and honesty, hey?
Yeah. Barely in the last few podcasts, I've been saying truthfully and honestly. But you know what? That's just me. I'm going to speak the truth and I'm going to be honest.
Got to work on your vocabulary.
I need to find maybe 3 or 4 more words to describe those two.
But yeah, so if you guys missed the last episode, we talked a lot about if AI is going to take over our jobs in being coaches, when it comes to personal training and online coaching for making workout programs, or even for myself building financial plans. But in the past couple weeks, have dabbled with just asking AI to make me a meal plan. And I swear, like I told it my goals and I gained weight. Like, I swear I did.
Like, you're saying it's a negative thing, right?
Yeah, like I told it, like, give me exactly what my meal plan is, tell me my macros. I followed it to a T, and I'm like, why am I gaining weight? Or I feel like I look like a blob.
So I did warn you guys in that last episode, if you actually paid attention, I did say don't do that. I said stop using AI to try and lose weight.
And then even for the workout plan as well, I think I did one workout, and I'm like, this is dumb. Like, I'm not going to follow this.
Stupid. It's just not as good as you think it is.
It's so different from working with like a real person who can get to know like your true struggles, what you look like, what your goals are. It's very difficult for AI to like navigate that, I find.
I feel like AI sometimes is like when you Google search your symptoms and then it tells you have cancer. Like that's the level AI gets to when it comes to fitness, where it's like, hey, I want to lose weight, give me a plan. And it's going to give you something just outrageous.
Yeah. Because even you, like I told you I made this meal plan and you're like, okay, put it into MyFitnessPal. Like make sure you know what the calories actually are that you're going to be eating.
It didn't add up.
And I just didn't do that. I just trusted it. And then like a week and a half later, I'm like, why am I gaining weight? Because it had me eating 7 meals a day, and not big meals like what I normally do, but just smaller meals a little bit more often throughout the day. But I feel like my metabolism is just not at that level where it can properly like burn that quickly. So I don't think that's ideal for me.
Yeah. A lot of people also don't realize how many times they do eat in a day. Like we say meals, but like a meal doesn't mean it's like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like a meal is when you're consuming something.
Yeah, no, one of the meals was like cottage cheese with some cucumbers in it.
Yeah.
That would be a meal.
Yeah. That's why when people say, how many meals do you eat in a day? And I say like, oh, 6, 7 sometimes. They're like, oh my God, you eat so much. It's like, yeah, but you don't understand that these portions aren't massive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not eating 1,000 calories every single meal where I'm getting to 7,000 calories in a day.
So I can see how it does work for some people, but I think the plan it had me on, I was obviously eating more than I needed to be in a deficit.
Conclusion of this portion here is just stop trusting AI for everything. It's useful for a lot of things, but when it comes to like your fitness and your health, just be very careful. Don't follow it exactly to a T because you might end up like Rye and gain weight.
Yeah. Another mistake that I've made is prioritizing cardio over my weight training, because I started this running challenge with my business group as of April 1st. So every day I've had to run the amount of minutes as like the day. So for example, what's today? Like the 23rd? 24th, I would have had to run 24 minutes today. Mm-hmm. So obviously that adds up, and that was interfering with my workouts. My body was just physically so exhausted. Mm-hmm. I either didn't feel like going to the gym, or I would, and I'd have like the most terrible workout. And that's just not the physique that I want. So I think that's something that affected me as well.
Yeah, you just have to understand your priorities when it comes to your fitness. Is like rest is number one, the most important thing. People don't realize how important resting is, because if you're sore and your body's like not fully recovered and then you're trying to push it even harder, you're not going to get yourself to where you need to be.
Yeah.
So that's number one. Like just have enough rest. Don't force yourself to do these crazy runs when your body's just not recovered.
Yeah.
So prioritize the recovery piece first and then fit your runs in accordingly.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to the resistance training, like it just depends on what your goals are. Like if you're trying to sculpt your body and look a certain way, like you have to make sure resistance training is your number one priority when it comes to working hard on something. Mm-hmm. And then the nutrition, of course, that's like guaranteed. But the running is just an additional piece to helping you. Like if you're trying to be a runner, I get it. But if your goal is not to be a runner, and you're just trying to lose weight, running is just an additional piece of cardio, but like you could just get more steps in a day.
And the more you age, the more you should be incorporating some weight training.
Yeah, you should be incorporating weight training start to finish of your life.
Yeah.
Like we have 7-year-olds in our gym that were training with weights, right? According to what they're capable of course. But yeah, weight training is never going to be something that I would tell someone they shouldn't do.
Mm-hmm. So something that helped me get back into the rhythm of enjoying my training again is, if you watched some earlier episodes, I talked about how I was waking up early and hitting the gym for 7 a.m. and having a workout partner. But now I'm at the place where I don't necessarily need that accountability to get me into the gym. I look forward to working out every day, but I find that lately I'm enjoying going at noon. Mm-hmm. So kind of easing into my morning, doing some reading, having a coffee, like not being like, okay, as soon as I open my eyes, I need to be out the door.
Yeah. I think a lot of people don't realize that like there's no one size fits all method. Like you have to find what is going to work for you to stay consistent and then stick with that one. And then if it changes, then it changes and you adapt to it, right? Mm-hmm. People think, oh, I need to be the guy or girl who wakes up at 5 a.m. and busts my ass and finishes, getting all these things done and out of the way before my day starts. When it's like, if that doesn't work for you, if you're not happy doing that and you can't stay consistent with it, start doing it.
Or sometimes you just need to switch up your routine.
Yeah.
To give you that little boost to be motivated again, to keep going.
Yeah.
And another thing is like, I don't like having to force myself to go to bed at 9 p.m. Because I feel like we don't get a lot of quality time at night when we like to like watch an episode or two. And if I feel like I have to go to bed so early, it's like we don't get to spend that time together.
Yeah.
So I feel like what I'm doing now is working better.
And it's going to take some time. Like you're going to find a routine, it's going to work for you, and then it's not. And that's okay. Like life hits and you have to just adapt to it. And that's why you say that all the time. Just learn how to adapt and pivot and then find something that works for you in that moment and then just stick with it, ride with it. And be consistent.
Yeah.
But if you're someone who's flip-flopping all the time, every single month you have a new routine and you're unable to stay consistent, that is why you will not see results.
That's a different story.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people like that where they just, I can't get results. Oh, I'm trying everything. It's like, that's the problem. You're trying everything.
Yeah.
Stick to one thing. Stick with it, ride with it, and then see results.
Yeah. I'm like the queen of not being consistent sometimes.
Yep. I've known her for a long time now. Nothing. A lot has changed, but at the same time, a lot of things haven't changed.
Like I literally live with you and I'm still going through this because that's who I am.
Okay. We're not all perfect.
Yeah.
You don't look terrible. You're healthy. You're happy. And we got money. And we have two pets. I was going to say one.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking was actually doing a vlog of our trip.
Yeah.
Because we won't be releasing podcasts during June when we're not here. But I think it'd be fun to like vlog our trip.
Yeah.
And then we could also vlog your maybe summer treading where you're coaching some athletes and that whole experience. Yeah. And then your own competition as well.
Yeah, I think so.
So if you're not following, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you are so that you don't miss those.
Yeah, those are major life events that are going to be happening this year.
I do have my own vlogs from back in the day when I was going through bodybuilding and competing, but they are on private because I look back at them and they are a little bit cringy. Like, I don't like the person. I had moments where I feel like I come across as such a brat. Like, I was just in my own world, kind of just focused on myself, and I'm just not that person anymore. And I can look back at that and see that that's who I was. So that's why they're on private now.
And I'm glad they're on private because I used to be so tiny and small and disturbing.
Yeah.
Like, I looked like a dirty rat. I don't know what you saw in me, but yeah, we were very different people back then, but that's the type of people we are. We're all about the growth mindset and changing and adapting. So I'm glad that we're not in the same position as we once were 7-8 years ago.
Yeah. So stay tuned for some vlogs this year.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
What are like other motivational things that you do?
Something that works for me is switching up my playlist. So what I'm listening to get me fired up. Right now, I'm all about the Starter House.
Yeah, I love Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
No,
Why are you laughing?
I'm just laughing because like there's a consistent trend to our podcast where you're going to say something when I ask you a question and the answer that you give is the complete opposite of my answer.
What's your answer?
I listen to the exact same songs for the last 10 years. Like I find a song that motivates me and gets me fired up and I will listen to it religiously. Like I play them nonstop. I don't change my gym playlist. I add a few songs here and there, but I've never deleted all the songs and made a new one.
I can't do that. I'm big on a song radio for Spotify. So if you are into a song in the moment, you can just go to song radio and it gives you a whole playlist of similar types of songs.
Yeah.
I do that all the time and it can vary on a day-to-day basis, like what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
And that's what works for me.
Yeah, people, like there's a lot of people actually who don't even listen to music in the gym. So I don't really know why. But hey, to each their own, whatever works. But that is a motivational thing.
Or just listening to the radio, like what the gym is playing.
Yeah, some people listen to podcasts while they gym.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, if you're listening to this podcast and you're
working out, then
that's awesome. So thanks for watching this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully there was a couple of takeaways from it that you were able to use, whether it be motivation or just, overall getting out of a slump.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're looking forward to hearing from you guys, maybe in the comments for some more ideas. We did talk about AI again today, but that was actually a very common thing that I've been told that a lot of people that watched our AI video, they really liked it.
Well, it's something that people are now using.
Yeah, it's very relatable.
All day long.
So
it's like the go-to instead of just searching something on Google.
Yeah. So if you guys have any other ideas for video topics, we'd love to hear them. So like I said, just shoot us a DM on Instagram, comment on our video.
Yeah. And if you want to learn more about us individually and what we do, then feel free to follow us on our personal Instagram accounts as well.
Yep.
Yeah.